This is the Wire Report for 2330 Zulu, October 24th, 2023. Precedence is routine, information cutoff is 2300. Bottom line up front. Israel ramps up bombing campaign of Gaza. United States continues to increase posture in the region. Beginning with international events. In the Middle East, Israel has been observed to increase their bombing campaign along the entire Gaza border. Israel continues bombing in the West Bank and in Lebanon and Syria. Hamas and Hezbollah continue sporadic rocket attacks targeting locations deep inside Israel. Clearance operations are reportedly underway in Jenin, West Bank. Israel has rejected all calls by the United Nations for a ceasefire and has vowed to achieve the total destruction of Hamas. United States Central Command confirms that so far 24 U.S. military personnel have been wounded in attacks on U.S. military bases in the Middle East over the past few weeks. U.S. Department of State rhetoric indicates a potential mass evacuation campaign of U.S. personnel in the region. In South America, tensions flare between Venezuela and Guyana following a long-standing territorial dispute regarding mineral rights. Diplomats on both sides have warned their counterparts not to escalate the situation. However, the announcement of a public referendum in Venezuela on this issue, scheduled for December, has increased tensions in the region. On the home front in the United States, domestic politics remain tense following recent developments regarding the legal targeting of Trump associates as well as citizens associated with the J6 event. Analyst comments for this wire. The Department of State rhetoric of concern for the potential evacuation of over 600,000 Americans from the Middle East region is perplexing, as the logistical constraints alone make this an impossible feat. The presence of 2 carrier strike groups and at least 1 maritime expeditionary unit in the area or on the way, with potentially more amphibious capability available in the CENTCOM AOR, is concerning, and hints of the U.S. entering the conflict directly. U.S. political rhetoric concerning Iran remains alarming as U.S. politicians continue to directly and openly call for war. Tensions are mounting between Israel and the United Nations as Israeli forces continue to target Gaza and, by default, United Nations aid efforts. UN forces on the ground are urging fuel deliveries to be allowed in through the Rafah border crossing in order to continue running generators for humanitarian work. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has stated that the attacks by Hamas did not occur in a vacuum, implying the well-documented history of the conflict in the region. This has prompted Israel to call for his dismissal. This concludes the Wire Report for 2330 Zulu, October 24th, 2023.